Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to create the makeup look that you see here using some products that were sent to me to review. So if you'd like to find out more about the products that I received as well as how I created this makeup look, then just keep watching. I recorded today and I did not have my sound plugged in completely when I recorded today's video. So I'm going to talk in this portion of the video and I'm going to insert clips and voice over my previous footage. So you're going to see my mouth moving and no words coming out because I didn't have any sound. But I already have the look on and I've already filmed this video and tried out some of the products that I can't try out again. The name of the company is Stylevana. That's how I would pronounce it. Stylevana is your one-stop online shop to purchase the trendiest Asian fashion and beauty products. At Stylevana, we are fashion and beauty enthusiasts. We are dedicated in discovering and sourcing Asian fashion and beauty products and brands for your every season. We aim to bring you a wide range of affordable selection in both fashion and beauty, as well as sharing with you the latest tips and secrets in beauty and styling. Very affordable products. Focuses on Asian products. I was contacted by one of their representatives to collaborate and I did a little bit of research on them and I liked what I saw on YouTube and some of the different people who had reviewed their products before. The eyeshadow palettes looked promising. So I decided to go ahead and collaborate with them, and the fact that this is affordable makeup, I wanted to find out what it was all about and be able to tell you guys about them. If you don't know, Korean skincare is amazing. So I was happy to receive these products. I wasn't familiar with Asian makeup, but I knew the skincare was really, really good. So one of the products that I was sent to review was a face mask. It is the Bamboo Healing Face Mask, and you can purchase this in a set of 5 or 10. The 5-piece set is $12.77, and this is a sheet mask. It is good for skin concerns such as dryness, hydration, irritation, and calming, and it is good for combination dry, normal, and oily skin types. And when I tried out the face mask, I used it prior to applying my makeup today. I left it on for about 15 minutes and I could feel a nice sensation, a cooling sensation as it was working, and my skin certainly felt hydrated when I was done wearing the face mask. It was full of the ingredients, like it was a nice, good face mask that was juicy, and that's always a good thing. So you can actually wear it the entire 15 minutes. If the mask begins to dry up, then it will have the reverse effect and it will start to draw out of your skin all of the moisture. So you want it to stay wet the entire time that it is on your face, and this one certainly did that. It was a very good mask. It was just like many of the other sheet masks that I have used in the past, so I really liked that. Then I went on to use the primer, so I'm wearing this today. This is Air Cotton Makeup Base Primer. It has SPF 30 in it, and this one is O2 Lavender, and it does have a slight fragrance, but I can't say for sure that it is a lavender fragrance, but it is lavender in color, and it does go on sort of white on my skin. So I would not wear this alone, but it was fine wearing this underneath my makeup, and it did have a tacky consistency, and so far my makeup looks good and I don't feel overly oily, and I've had this on for a while. So this is a pretty good affordable primer. This primer only costs $3.79 and it has SPF 30 in it. This is definitely worth checking out. And it says on here, the Face Shop, and you get 35 grams, 1.23 ounces. I thought this was a really nice product. So far, so good. So I received 3 eyeshadow palettes. The first one that I swatched and took a look at was this one. This is the One Shot Eye palette. There is no mirror here, but this is actually the palette that I am wearing on my eyes right now. This was the one I selected to try out in today's video, but I did receive other eyeshadow palettes that we're going to talk about in a second. And I'm just going to give you a preview. This is one of the colors that's on my eyes, and look at this, guys. Is that not beautiful? And this eyeshadow palette is less than $10. Yes, it is. Less than $10. This is all I have on my eyes right now. So this is the one that I decided to use today, and you guys should be able to tell why. This looks just like something that I would wear. The website is Stylevana, and I do have a discount code if you're interested in saving 10 to 15%, and I will display it here on the screen. After I wore the face mask and I applied the primer, I decided to go ahead and record the application of all of my base, my foundation, my powder, and all of that. So we're going to go ahead and speed through the part where I applied my base, and then we're going to talk about the various eyeshadow palettes that I received. I'm going to swatch them, and then I'm going to apply this baby right here. Now we're at the point where I'm going to begin swatching the eyeshadow palettes. And the first eyeshadow palette is the One Shot eyeshadow palette. Chica y Chico is what it says on here. And it does have little teeny tiny names on the back that I'm not going to bother to try to read to you guys. But you'll see here that this is sort of a earthy shimmer color here. It sort of has some rosiness to it. This is a champagne color. This is an orange matte, which is a beautiful crease color. This is a more burgundy colored matte, which is great for the crease as well as the outer V. I used it today to deepen my corners so that I could create more of a halo look. And this was a great transition shade. I used it as a transition shade, and I also kind of set down all of my eyeshadow primer. So that was really nice to work with. I didn't notice like any skipping on my lids. I just felt like my lids were a perfect matte base. There is something flying around in here if it happens to show up in my video. And then this copper color, this is the one I swatched earlier in the video. This is what's in the center of my lid here. And I also have on this champagne type of color on top of that. So it's like I have a halo within the halo, and I use this color in my inner tear duct as well. So that's what I used today, and we'll show that application probably a little bit later. This is the shadow that I used to create the look that I'm wearing because it had my name written all over it. If you hear thunder, it's coming up a storm. The next product that I tried out was this Time Shadow, and this one says 11 o'clock, but I didn't see this particular one on their website any longer, so I don't know if they've just sold out of it or what the case may be. It looks like a little stopwatch, a little pocket watch. Very cute, and these are quite rosy in tone. In the pink family, in the rose family, even the deeper color has some rosiness in it. So there are two shimmers. They look more like satins. And this looks like sort of more in the matte. This pink rosy color looks a little more matte, but it doesn't look completely matte. And these others look more like satin shades. So I am interested to see what this looks like on the eye. This is super tiny though. So I would say this might be helpful for a teenager who has a little tiny purse, just wants to drop it in your purse, travel purposes, of course, something to just have at work to touch up, you know, right after the gym, something to throw on really quickly to run errands. Like, that's where I would see a palette like this being useful, because it is so small, but it's also less than $10. It's a little gimmicky, but it's cute. It's palettes like these that you try out that end up blowing your mind. This little bitty thing right here probably blow my mind when I try it. The next product that I talked about was this Moni Jewel Potent Eye Glitter, is maybe what it's called here. It looks like this. It's sort of a copper color. And I just sort of swatched it in the video. I'll swatch it again here as well. And it looks like that. And it looks like this will be really pretty on the lid. I didn't wear it today because I just wanted to focus on that eyeshadow palette. But I bet this will be a very simple product to use to just apply all over your lid and you're out the door. It's probably going to jazz up any eyeshadow look that you're wearing. This one is called Orange Topaz number 3. I don't see it on the website any longer, so it may be sold out right now. There are other shades between $6 and $6.29 is the price, so about $6. A very affordable eye glitter. The final product that was sent to me, it says bricks, and a word I don't know, Hamish, something. This is an eyeshadow palette. This is Brown City. I swatched this as well. It comes in a nice little plastic case here. It does come with a mirror and a brush. So this one is a little more advanced eyeshadow palette. And I would see this as more of a neutrals eyeshadow palette. You do have a deep brown here where you can deepen your crease or your outer V and smoke it out some. But a lot of these are a little bit lighter eyeshadows, but there are some that will work if your skin is darker. So like all of the shimmers are definitely wearable, and then again, anything that you apply, you can deepen it with the chocolate, which makes it more wearable. So I do think that these will work for me. I was drawn more to this palette for today, but I will test this out and see how well this works. But based on the swatches, they all show up on my skin. But as you can tell, this is just a little bit more of a neutrals palette and a light palette and a little more everyday. So medium to light skin tone would definitely get a lot out of this palette. The deeper your skin tone, the less wearable and usable all shades will be for you. But this color right here was really mind-blowing, and it is a very soft shade, and I'm telling you guys, I honestly think that this would be a really pretty highlighter as well, not just an eyeshadow. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at how that looks. This shadow is quite stunning, so I'm looking forward to trying this out probably the most. This shadow is the shadow that is going to take the look to the next level from what I can see, but it is very soft, so you have to be very careful with it if you do get this one. This is still definitely one worth checking out. This one, from what I can recall, was about $24 on their website. I didn't see this one any longer, but there were others that were different shades that were very similar to this one. I swatched all of the palettes and got a vibe about all of them and just decided to go with this one. This one excited me the most for my skin tone. You guys know, you know. After I swatched everything, I finished my makeup look. So we're gonna speed through that part right now. I'm gonna come back and share with you guys my final thoughts on these products.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing but.
Leave any questions that you have down below about anything that you saw me applying to my face today. So let's talk about these products. I think I've hinted that I really like these products. I'm really always so happy when someone gets it right with affordable makeup, because sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's chalky and it's just not wearable, but it is always lovely when you find something affordable that actually works. I think that of all of the products I was sent, this one is probably the best, and it might just be that I'm biased because this one seems to work the best with my skin tone. This little baby here is worth checking out, guys. If you love these types of tones, it's worth it, I think. It is less than $10, and it was so easy to create this look. I think it is so beautiful, and I really enjoyed using this eyeshadow palette. Everything that I swatched looked promising. The Bricks palette looks a little bit less pigmented, but that doesn't mean it won't be beautiful on your eye. It just looks a little bit more muted, and it may be just because it's more of a neutrals palette, an everyday palette, and sometimes people want subtle and they don't want something that's too dramatic. Based on the swatches, it looks like it will probably be more muted and subtle and just really nice and soft and beautiful for everyday eyeshadow looks. And there's a time and place for that. So I'm still looking forward to trying this. I will probably try it very soon, and maybe even take it with me to wear to work next week. Like, this seems like a perfect work week type of palette. This little clock, it is really cute and pretty. Like, the rosy colors are just nice and intriguing, and I am going to test this out. This glitter looks like it would be really pretty to jazz up any eyeshadow look that you have. I like the color that I received. That will definitely look good on my skin tone, so I can't wait to test that out. The primer, my makeup is still on. It looks pretty good and fresh. It's not completely matte. My face isn't completely matte right now, but it's holding up pretty well, and it has SPF in it. So if it kind of keeps your makeup on even with an SPF in it, that's nice. Now, I don't know if this would cause any flashback. I don't know that. So maybe I should test that out. I'll insert one of my mini selfies, but it doesn't look like it causes any flashback. It was a front-facing photo, but it did have a flash. It didn't feel like a moisturizer when I applied it. It actually felt tacky, so I knew that my foundation was going to adhere to it pretty well. It was like $3.49, $3.50 was the price of this, so I think that that's an amazing price to get a sunscreen and a primer. Yes, I really like how my makeup turned out, and I was very impressed with all of the products that I swatched, the ones that I tried, and the fact that they are affordable just blows my mind. Again, I will flash my discount code here if you are interested in saving 10 to 15% on their website. That is on anything that the code can be applied to, not just the products that I used in today's video. So that concludes my video for today, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy, signing out.